Welcome everyone to the newest series on my channel, my journey to all track of the day author medals. And as the title suggests, I will be attempting to achieve these medals and will be showcasing 10 tracks per week, some old and some new, until I have achieved them all. Now, since I've been playing the game for over a year, as you can imagine, I've gathered plenty of these author medals already, 288 to be exact. And as much as I'd like to show all of those, I've decided it was best to just start where I am currently. So why not join me on my journey to all track of the day author medals, old and new, as we start with a recent track, Undercover Base 1D1 by We Relics, that was released on February 20th, 2024. This full plastic track featured a unique start with a Wet Wheels bug slide, and overall I thought this was a decent track, receiving a plus rating from me, though the community gave this one a minus. It did have a couple of flaws with a backwards checkpoint and some gearing issues, but I just don't think they hindered the track that much. Overall, it was a solid track. For author medal 290, we jump back to June 3rd, 2021 with Japan Vibes by The Real Psych. Now, the name of the track fits it perfectly, and the track overall looks very nice. However, I did not find the route on the track to hold the same quality. I found some of the drifts to be very awkward, and the track did really not have much flow. Though with that said, I would still rate this track a plus, and there's no community ranking for this one or any track predating July 2021. For author medal 291, we have Mariko by Chalky, that was released on January 9th, 2022. And I can't say I disagree with the community on their rating here with their plus. This is a great grass track overall. I had one issue in the middle of the track with the magnet sometimes not grabbing. A very minor issue, still a very nice track. My 292nd author medal was on Ruins by Proof, that was released on June 22nd, 2021. This was quite a unique grass track set inside a castle of sorts, very close quarters. I found this one rather difficult to drive and actually had to drive it in camera 3 because it was so hard to see around any corner. So, it was not the most fun to drive, and I would give this one a neutral rating. For author medal 293, we have Collapse by DDI Toblix. Now, this track is not without controversy. We have parts of this track that were deemed stolen from another track of the day. We also have a finish line that was hidden underneath the track so the author could get Division 1 in Cup of the Day. And maybe this track deserves a triple minus, but I'm just going to leave it unrated. Climb by Dazzling Bag was the track I got my 294th author medal on, and this one was released on August 11th, 2023. I found this track to be quite enjoyable with the mix of grass and grass walls. We also have some forced sliding around some corners with that grass, so maybe a little mix of tech in there as well. But yeah, I found this track very enjoyable and disagree with the community's rating of only a plus, as I thought this one was a plus track. For Author Medal 295, we have For Slide by Nick Rev that was released on August 15th, 2020. So this one is quite an old track here, releasing in the first 2 months of the game, so I can't fault them too much for this track, trying something a little unique, but I really just don't think it works all that well. There is not really a ton of flow to this track, and it's extremely awkward to drive, and I would give it a neutral rating. For Author Medal 296, we have the track released on May 4th, 2023, and that is The Evokers by Striderin. This track both looks and plays decently well, though I do wish this one stuck to just one style. We'll just have random patches of dirt or grass in this one and some harsh drifts out of nowhere, so I think if it stuck to one style, it would have fared a little bit better, though it still got a plus from both me and the community. For Author Medal 297, we have Skyline City by Anti-Wushel that was released on September 20th, 2020. Like the name suggests, on this track you'll be driving through a city and eventually up and over a skyscraper. The author stated that the focus was on the scenery and cinematic experience, and you can definitely see that, as I found the route itself to be a little bit lackluster, and unfortunately the route also contains a cut, which took my rating down from a plus to a neutral. Today's 10th and final track with Author Medal 298, we have Terracotta by HTIMH that was released on August 16th, 2020. The author describes the track as starting out on the Italian countryside and then launching yourself into the city of Terracotta. I found this track to be very nice overall, especially the beginning sections of the track. It gets a little bit messy later on in the track, unfortunately, as there are just so many blind turns, so it takes an extremely long time to learn this track, as you are just guessing so much in the latter half. It is still a very nice track overall and holds up very well by today's standards, and I would give it a plus rating. And these 10 medals will conclude today's episode. If you have not done so already, make sure you like the video and subscribe so you won't miss out on future episodes, as I hope to see you every Sunday with another 10 author medals. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoy your week, and I will see you guys next Sunday.